the strange disappearance of Bobby Bizup. August 15th, 1958. Bobby Bizup, age 10, was fishing down by a creek while attending summer camp in Malo Retreat, a camp organized by the Catholic Church at apparently 6 p.m. A camp counselor approached Bobby and informed him that it was time for dinner. The two of them walked downhill back towards the camp, the camp counselor noting Bobby was just behind him. Yet when he reached the camp and turned back again, Bobby was gone, just like he had disappeared into nothingness. Malo Retreat, also known as the Chapel on the Rock, was built in 1936 on land donated to Mr. and Mrs. Oscar Malo. The concept of the Chapel on the Rock was founded by Monsignor Joseph Bonsetti in 1960 when he came across a large rock foundation just east of the Rocky Mountain National Park. He had been inspired by the biblical phrase, "Once this rock I can build my church." At the time, the facility was used as a boys' camp, led by priests. Bobby Bizup, the only son, Joseph Bizup, attended that camp. Bobby was mostly deaf and didn't speak clearly, so he mostly kept to himself, but loved fishing. The search for Bobby extended across 4 days. 300 people searching for Bobby, over 16 square miles. The search included airmen from Denver Air Force Base, where Bobby's father was enlisted. Bloodhounds searched the woods, and skydivers searched the heavier ponds. The search extended up to Mount Meeker, to approximately 11,000 feet and 4 miles in every direction. There was no signs of him, only his bait box, about a mile from the creek where he had last been seen. His remains were found in a ravine, heavy underbrush, just below timberline on Mount Meeker. The ravine and area surrounding it had all been part of the original search. The question, however, is that how did Bobby get there and why wasn't he found during the original search? Bobby Bizup disappeared while heading downhill to dinner behind his counselor, yet was found almost a year later, 3 to 3.5 miles away from camp and 2,500 feet up Mount Meeker. People claim to have seen him in Estes Park, 15 miles south of St. Malo. But how would he be gotten there? Well, a 10-year-old boy can be resourceful. This boy was hard of hearing and didn't speak much. He was hungry and headed towards food, yet disappeared within a short mile of where he had been seen. And in just a few months, what had happened to his body, even if eaten by wildlife in the Rocky Mountains? There should have been more left of him behind. The camp director made a statement claiming he was sure Bobby was just hiding. A vacationing physician claimed to have seen Bobby walking the streets of Estes Park, 15 miles north of St. Malo. Clerks in Estes Park hardware store also reported seeing a young man resembling Bobby. Even tried asking him questions, but he failed to respond, pointing to his mouth and ears, and quickly left when approached. It wasn't until almost a year later, on June 6, 1959, that he was finally found. The camp counselors from St. Malo, including one who had helped lead the original search for Bobby, came across the part of his hearing aid, scraps of clothing, and some bones, all later confirmed to be Bobby's body.